Hello, my bun buns. It's Bunny again. How are ya? It's good to see ya. Today is going to be a different kind of video that I wanted to do because I've been getting a lot of people asking me how I have succeeded and how I have been averaging the amount of viewers that I've been averaging already in the 3 weeks that I have been on Twitch. I was gonna say YouTube, but on Twitch. And I just want to help people out, you know? I just want everyone to succeed. I'm not here to try to say that I know all the answers or I have all the answers. This is just a video with tips and tricks that I have done to succeed in my streaming ventures. Whether or not these are the perfect tips, I don't know, but I just know that in my experience, in my 3 weeks of being on Twitch, it has definitely made me grow. So sit back and relax and just, I don't know, be here with me as I yap about how you can succeed on Twitch as well. So I want to start off with pretty much talking about how I found my niche and pretty much the story of how I began. So before I created Bunny, I was just a regular viewer on Twitch. I had friends and I made really great connections with other streamers, seeing their journey and also doing a lot of research about how to be a really great streamer. I decided to pick up the camera and do something myself because I also wanted to be a streamer, but I just didn't know how. I will say I have past experience being behind the camera. I am part of a filmed podcast, so I was perfectly comfortable being behind the camera. I decided to be a VTuber because I don't know, I guess I like the idea of pretty much becoming someone different and just leaving it all behind when you turn the camera off, kind of like Hannah Montana. So honestly guys, you do not have to pay for a custom VTuber if you don't want to, mostly in the beginning. This VTube model that I'm using right now was pre-made. I bought her on Etsy from an amazing artist, and honestly it was not expensive at all. So because I love being a VTuber, I actually raised funds with my community so that we can purchase a customizable model. You will see her very soon. So if you are thinking about being a VTuber and you think you have to spend a lot of money, don't. You don't have to spend a lot of money. I promise you, you don't. So the first thing I want to talk about is pretty much how I started. You guys might think that because I was already a part of a previous community in my personal Twitch, that contributed to me growing, but promise you, it was not. I didn't even tell anybody that I was being a VTuber. I just kind of did it. It was more of a social experiment and it lasted. And I plan to be doing this long term. So one thing that I did was I picked a game that I knew had a really great following, but also low viewership. If you go to Twitch right now and you click the browsing page, Minecraft, Call of Duty, and other games like that are high up in the first page. A lot of people think that you have to play these games, but honestly, you do not. And I advise you to stay away from them. Those categories are highly saturated and you do not want to be a part of that. You want to pick a category of game that is not super uncommon, but also like not super highly saturated also, so that if someone is looking for a new streamer to watch the game, they don't have to scroll down all the way to the bottom to find your stream. So the first game I picked was Dark Souls Remastered. Why did I pick Dark Souls Remastered? I don't know. Honestly, I am a lover of Souls games and I wanted my first stream to be fun, but also I knew that I wanted to captivate a certain audience. So my first 2 streams was me playing Dark Souls Remastered, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. I averaged 3 viewers those first 2 streams, and we had an amazing time. And that was the beginning of my community building. The other streams after that, I decided to pick up Warframe. I chose Warframe because a friend of mine has been dying for me to play the game. So I started streaming Warframe on Twitch, and unbeknownst to me, like I had no idea that Warframe had such a big community at all. So we had a lot of people join in the stream after that, and they were helping me out, and they were so amazing. Warframe is just those type of games where you just kind of turn your brain off. You can still pay attention to the main story, but it does leave a big gap for you to interact with your audience, and that's a big key. I focus on being consistent, being myself, and just having fun. And viewers see that. Viewers can tell if you are having fun. Viewers can tell if you are enjoying streaming. So because we were having such an amazing time playing Warframe, that became my niche. Some questions to ask yourself before starting on Twitch is, what game do I actually want to enjoy long term? What games make me feel relaxed on stream? What games let me talk to chat easily? And that's how I landed on Warframe. I do plan to play more Souls games again on my channel because mostly Neo 3 is coming up and I always get an itch for Elden Ring as well. But for the most part, I am maining Warframe. If you're a new VTuber trying to find your niche, here are a few tips and tricks that helped me out when I first started. Number 1, you don't have to be a perfect model. Like I mentioned before, you do not have to spend a lot of money simply because you think that having a perfect model will attract viewers. No. Do not think this and do not blow your money. You can have an amazing model. You can have one of the best rigged models in the world. But if you don't have the sauce, if your personality does not shine, you're not gonna get anywhere. Like I said, this model is not perfect. The rigging is very basic. It's not very deep with the rigging style, but the community loves me because of me. Let that personality shine. Number 2, pick something that you know that you can stream consistently. If you are inconsistent, viewers will catch that. Viewers want to know what you're doing next. They don't want to assume that you don't know what you're doing. Being consistent creates loyalty, and loyalty creates a big community that will follow you forever. You don't have to play that game forever. However, take your time. Play the game. Get to know the game. Get to know the communities of the game. Get to know the fans of the game. And after a while, once you create your loyal followers, you can then branch out and do whatever you want after that. Number 3, pick a game that allows interaction. Your personality is the main content. You do not want to be too locked into a game that you forget about your chat. Once you pick a really great niche for your stream, make sure there's time in the game that you can just look over at chat and answer questions, talk to them, and just have a great conversation. If you're starting out, I promise you, you're not alone. Every creator starts somewhere, and growth doesn't have to be fast. Like I said, I am only 3 weeks in, and I'm not an expert at all. Things can literally fall apart tomorrow. But I know me following these tips, along with doing extensive amounts of research, has carried me through, and I can confidently say that I love doing this, and my community has grown since. I just want everyone to succeed. If you want more videos like this, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We are still growing our YouTube channel. I really want this to be a thing. I'll be posting more clips and more gameplay footage, as well as answering any questions you guys have in the comments and everywhere else. Thanks for hanging out with me, Bun Buns. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!